Okay, students, here we are in the video lesson 2 for Word Chapter 5, and we created the template. So why did we close the button on the corner of the template in the Merge task pane? And the reason that you do that is because you're temporarily stopping the merge process while you create the letterhead for the form letter. And that's what we're going to do, is we're going to actually create the letterhead now in this form letter. So to change the username and initials that pop up on your documents, for instance, right now it's TechLab17, we're going to actually use the text box to enter our information. So first thing we're going to do is change the theme color and fonts. And remember, our theme color and fonts is displayed on our home tab. We're going to click the change style button in the home tab to point to colors. Change styles and point to colors. And on the change styles color menu, we're then going to pick the equity in this color gallery. And then we're going to click to the change styles button on the home tab and point to the fonts and change styles. So change styles, fonts. And in the fonts, we're going to click the Office Classic 2 to the document to change the theme fonts to Office Classic 2. And if you're not seeing the Office Classic 2 in the fonts gallery, then let's go ahead and choose a font theme. Office Classic. Now I had to scroll through a couple times to find the Office Classic 2 in my font gallery to find that. All right, to change the margin settings, we're going to display the Page Layout tab. And under the Page Layout tab, we have a Margins button. We're going to click that button to display the Margins gallery or menu. And we're going to click Moderates, which will give us the 1 inch on the top and 0.7 on the left and right. And now we're going to work with shapes in the drawing canvas. The letterhead in the form letter consists of the company address, phone number, and the website information in the line above the company name, which is surrounded by a ribbon-like shape on your page because it was a template. Word has a variety of predefined shapes and graphics that we will be creating, and we're going to be using a drawing object to create that graphic. And so we need to actually create the letterhead information. So make sure your insertion point is right here in this shape, and we're going to enter text in the table. And in the dark orange area, we're going to position the second row in the dark orange. We're going to center in this cell, so we have to go to Home and then Center. And we're going to type the company's address, which is number 85 Cottage Grove Avenue, Dilton, New Hampshire, 03324, type a hyphen, space, and then we're going to type a phone number, parentheses 282, parentheses, space, 555, hyphen, 2838, space, and then hyphen again, and then the website, www.totalfitnesshc.com. So we've inputted contact information on our letterhead, and we remember what a letterhead is, which is the company's information. So we're going to insert a drawing canvas now, and the drawing canvas allows us to create our shapes. So with the insertion point in the second row of the table, display the insert tab. So the insertion point's in my second row. I'm going to display my insert tab and click on the shapes button on the insert tab to display the shapes gallery. So here's my shapes button and my shapes gallery. And we are going to click the new drawing canvas in the shapes gallery to insert a drawing canvas at the location of the insertion point. So here's our new drawing canvas. Okay, what is the pattern rectangle that you see around the drawing canvas? It indicates the drawing canvas is selected. You can use it to resize or move the drawing canvas and its contents. And can you change the color of the drawing canvas? Yes, you can change the color with the Drawing Tools Format tab to change the color of the canvas on the ribbon there on the toolbar. All right, to insert a shape, we're going to click the More button in the Insert Shapes Gallery. So since we brought up this drawing canvas, we're on the Drawing Tools Format ribbon, and we're going to click the More button right here on the Insert Shapes Gallery. And I want you to find the upward banner that looks like this, and go ahead and click on that. And that's the upward ribbon shape in the Stars and Banners area of the gallery. And we're going to position our mouse pointer just below this grayish brown line. And notice you have a plus for your mouse pointer. We're going to click and drag. Let's try that again. Upwards ribbon. Okay, I'm experiencing some difficulties, people. Shape. Here we go. If you click outside the canvas, you'll be able to get it. For some reason, I was clicking on the canvas border and I was not able to get it. So click and drag and then let up on your mouse button. Notice that you have this little anchor here. That little anchor says that this shape, this drawing canvas, is anchored to the spot, which is where that insertion point was on that line. So after we release the mouse button so that the word draws a shape in the drawing canvas, we need to make sure that it's the approximate height and width of the canvas. So right now I have my canvas that is kind of left aligned. And since it's selected, I'm going to center it. I'm going to center my canvas and it won't center. So let's go back to our drawing tabs and let's go to position and text wrapping inline. Center. Now we can move our shape so it's centered in our document. Okay, the rotate handles and adjustment handles of the drawing object. And if I click here, here's my drawing object, here's my rotate handles, and here are my adjustment handles. So I can adjust by expanding my shape out. And I can also use this green button to rotate if I wanted to my shape. But we're going to try to center this across the page. Okay, if you did not get this, you can delete the shape and start over. So with the shape still selected, we're going to click the More button in the Shape Styles Gallery. So here's my Shape Styles Gallery and the More button. And we are going to try to find the Subtle Effect Orange Accent 1. So here's the subtle effect, orange accent 1. Okay, we're going to add formatted text to our shape. And if you double click on your shape, to select it, right mouse click, add text. Type in Total Fitness on the first line and Health Club on the second line. And before you go to the second line, you want to use a break. So we're going to use a line break, and we're going to use a shift enter or shift return on our keyboard. So it's single spaces instead of double spaces. And when you get that typed, then go ahead and select your Total Fitness Health Club, go to your home and click on bold. So the shift enter is a line break, and it allows us to do a single space instead of double spacing because we didn't change our spacing in our margins. So let's finish up this banner. In the drawing canvas of the area outside the drawing shape, we're going to position the mouse to the bottom and draw the banner, the drawing shape upward, and then we're going to release it. So those of you guys that had your drawing shape, if it didn't cover your banner, we're going to position this drawing shape upward, so that will shift our text onto one page. And you can delete it out. Okay, this is all we're going to do for this lesson. This created our letterhead for our document. We're going to create a folder while saving, so we're going to resave this file. So in your documents area, we're going to create a folder, and we're going to name this Health Club form letter your name. So file, save as, find your documents, and we're going to create a new folder, which is right here. So this new folder is going to be called Total Fitness. And we're going to double click on that folder or click and open. And then we're going to label this Health Club form letter your name. And you remember your name is your actual name, not the words your name, and then click save. So now we're going to work on the data source next in the next video lesson.